Hey everyone, Xianyun here. And if you've clicked on this video, you know what I'm going to talk about. It's Xianyun. As a Shenhe main, as a person who created this channel using Shenhe, it's obviously insane to see Cloud Retainer or Xianyun become playable. And I'm going to talk about a kit. Basically, it's all speculation. All speculation. I have no idea whether this is official information, right? In quotes, it's not official, it's all speculation. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how she could work. Then I'll obviously leave the decision up to you. It's up to you whether you want to pull for her or not. Although I would honestly recommend you to pull for her. Look at that. Look at that drip. She's so hot. Who could resist her? I can't. I definitely can't resist her. Anyways, also, it would really mean a lot if you could subscribe to my channel. Support me. I really would love that. Anyways, enough of that. Let's head into the video. I'll probably have some gameplay stuff going on in the background. But yeah. So, Xianyun, from what I've read, she is a plunge attacker. Now, plunge attacker meaning that she plays like Xiao. So remember, like Xiao was you remember you had those domains in certain events where you could jump up high and then do a massive plunge attack for any character, basically making every character Xiao. That's what Xianyun is. Her skill helps you to jump 3 times in the air. Like you can literally step on air. That's her skill, and it's so beautiful. I'm not gonna add the video here, but if you've seen it, it's so beautiful. It's heavenly, especially that plunge that she does on the 3rd strike. Ooh, but yeah, that skill is selfish. Selfish in the sense that only Xianyun can do it. No other character can perform that. So that skill is selfish in the way. Coming forward, we have her burst. Now her burst creates a domain. It's like a mini domain. Think of it. I don't know how it is because I haven't seen or there hasn't been any information about it. But I'm assuming it's gonna be about the AoE size of Kazuha's burst, and in that domain, she will either suck in enemies and she'll enable a sort of plunge boost. Her plunge attacks get enhanced. That's what I think. Now, this has a major caveat. Like you can't in this whatever the plunge business is. So it has 8 layers or something, 8 or 9, I don't know, but it's got some layers. So there's going to be some coordinated attack business over there inside that domain, which I think is pretty good because it could help with your swirl attacks. Like imagine this, if you use Raiden's burst in correlation to Xianyun's burst, then you can have plunge lightning strikes, and then that with a coordinated Anemo attack is gonna just deal massive electro swirl damage. It's gonna be insane. Or you could just use with Hu Tao's skill, and then when she imbibes her spear with pyro, you can do that. Al-Haytham with his plunge. There are many characters because most of the characters right now are getting features like their weapons, their attacks get overridden by their element and you can't override them. It's basically what would I call it? It's like basically Raiden's burst. So imagine that. If that is the case, it's gonna be epic. Absolutely epic. Also, she's a healer, so when you use her burst, she's gonna provide massive amounts of healing. Now I don't know how much healing that's gonna be, whether it's comparable to Barbara's burst or Baiju's skill, I don't know, a Kokumi heal, but she's gonna heal. And then there's that instantaneous healing along with a continuous healing. So you have Barbara's burst plus Barbara's skill into one, and that's just so epic. Now I have no idea how it scales, but going by the information, I think it's on attack. And if it's on attack, then I don't know, it's just like building Shenhe. If you have Shenhe, you know, my Shenhe has 3.3k attack, and that's without her signature weapon. So imagine that. Yeah, like I can easily see Xianyun touching 3.5 or 3.7k attack, maybe even 4 with a signature, I don't know. But I mean, that's it for her burst, and she buffs all the other allies' plunge attack as well. So like it's not only herself. So like in that field, in that wind domain that she creates, she's gonna buff everyone's plunge attack, and she gives like I think 8 stacks of something or so. And there's also another thing that's actually pretty interesting. So like, since plunge attack is an AoE attack, but I mean dealing massive amounts of AoE damage is going to break the game, obviously. So they restricted that to a single enemy. Now this is actually pretty good for the Abyss, and I'm going to tell you why. Off late in the Abyss we're getting bosses, right? So if this is concentrated on a single enemy, so then all those plunge attacks are going to be concentrated on that single boss, and then that's going to be a really effective way to kill bosses. Like, it's going to be insane. I mean, imagine using Diluc's burst, and then his weapon has pyro on it, obviously. Then you can just plunge attacks with Diluc, and he's going to like wreck it. Or you can, I don't know, ride in burst, ride in it. But the possibilities are endless. It brings out a new form of playability that, I don't know, I think the last fun character, which was obviously 2 patches ago with Nivelette, but the amount of creativity that they've shown with her character, I mean, apparently, still focus on the apparently, I have no idea whether this is official, but yeah. So it's insane. I mean, like, you had Shenhe, right? And everybody was confused, like, what's her purpose? She just buffs cryo. That's it. That's her whole gig. But I think they learned from that. They applied, they just went to the offices and said, like, okay, Shenhe is for cryo. We're gonna make Cloud Retainer playable, and then we're gonna make her buff everyone in the team, irrespective of whether they are Anemo or cryo or electro or whatever. I think that's just epic. She can even work in Dendra, I would say, because with that, I mean, if you have her, you can probably create, like, let's see, you have Xianyun, you have Alhaitham, Keeper, Barbara or Kokomi or Farina, and then you can probably have a Yaimiko, Lisa, Fischl, Raiden, whatever, create Hyper Blooms. So like, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of such, because if you want to just see it, you can just search it up. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to get struck or anything. But this is all just speculation. All speculation. Also, one other thing that I missed out is that her skill, like, you can't, like, once you start the chain of jumping in air, I don't think you can stop it. It's like you have to do all the 3 jumps and then do a plunge attack instead of like jumping once, plunging, jumping twice, plunging. I don't think it works like that. So I think that's Xianyun as for now. I mean, I'm gonna follow every fake information or sus review that's gonna come out, because I am really excited for her, and I will be pulling for her. Now I don't know about her weapon or her numbers or whatever, but as a person who enjoys Dia as well, I mean, I use her a lot these days with Farina, Baiju and Yaimiko, and often she's my on-field DPS because Baiju is your healer, Yaimiko is an off-field applicator, same as Farina. So most of the time I'm just playing as Dia, and I don't know, it's just satisfying seeing her skills do 10k, 11k, something like that. Maybe it's low for you guys, but I just find happiness in just seeing 10k, 11k damage from Dia. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm just gonna end it over here. I will be following Xianyun. I'll probably be uploading more of my thoughts on Twitter, so you can follow me there. You can also subscribe to my channel, where I will be posting like those posts, you know, the headcanon stuff and all the posts, community section. If you haven't been there, it's like I do my gig over there as well. See, I might be posting some parts over there too. But yeah, it really means a lot if it's up to me. And let's just hope Xianyun is as amazing as she looks, because oh my god, those glasses. I am so obsessed with her. Yeah, I'm just gonna simp for her now. So yeah, just like, yeah, goodbye.